Hi everyone, welcome to another body break. Today we're going to be doing our upper body strength. We're going to be focusing on our arms, our backs, and our chest, just getting those muscles strong and ready to work. So before we jump into that, let's go through a quick warm-up. Let's start with arm crossovers, taking our arms wide, coming across, just opening up our shoulders. We want to get all of our joints that we're going to use today nice and warm. And once we've done about 10 there, then we can come forward with our arms and we're going to pull back so that our elbows shoot to the wall behind us and then forward again. And you should feel your shoulder blades squeeze together. And that's good because we're going to be doing some shoulder exercises today that will call for some of that. Once we're done about 10 there, we're going to go out to the side for arm circles. Just little circles forward, going nice and slow, trying to keep those shoulders down away from our ears. And we can go back. And just a few here. Excellent. The last one we're going to do, you can put your arms down by your side, shake it out a bit. We're just going to go hands behind our head, hands together, elbows to the side, and then letting our hands come forward. And back behind our head, letting those elbows bend, and just letting our arms go loose. There we go. Warm up is done. Let's head into strength. So today we have 4 arm exercises that we're going to go through, and we have at least 2 sets for each of those. If you want to do a third set, you're more than welcome to. It just won't be covered in this video. So the first exercise we're going to do are the push-ups. So for this, you guys can go from the floor if you're feeling up for it. For that, you get your shoulders over top of your hands into a push-up position. We're going to squeeze our glutes to the back so we don't leave our hips up in the air, and we're going to come down nice and slow to the floor, and then press back up. And we have 10 reps there. Also, if you want to, down from here, you can drop those knees and come down, chest to the floor, pressing up until you've done 10 reps. However, if we are still working from this skill, don't forget you can go from the wall. So just like in last program, you would get your hands away from the wall, feet at an angle, and you're going to be pressing in and out, or going from the edge of a desk. So once again, stepping away at an angle, coming down, and then pressing away. Once you've done your 10 reps there, you can shake it out. Wait for everyone else to catch up, and we'll head into our next one. So next up, we're doing a back exercise, and we're going to call this our TY combo. So it's called this because when we get into our hinge position, so hips back, getting a nice flat back, chest is out, hands are going to face each other. If you look at my arms, we're coming out for a T, come back in, palms turn towards your knees, and then up into a Y. So this is our TY combo. It's working our trapezius muscles. Good for posture, if you have any upper back pain. Okay, and we're doing 10 of these combos today. So if you feel your low back start to fatigue at any point, just stand tall, give it a bit of a break, and then you can put your hips back and finish off the last few reps there. Once you've done 10, you can stand tall, look around, make sure everyone else is caught up with that, and head into bench dips. You can also do this from your desk. No pressure to run out and find a bench. To do this, you're gonna go to the edge of your desk or any sturdy surface, a countertop, getting your fingers forward. We're gonna take our feet away, a little bit of bend in our knees, and we're gonna let our elbows kick back behind us as our hips drop to the floor, and then press through our heels of our feet and the heels of our hands, pressing up to straight arms. We're gonna come down and pressing up until we've done 10 reps. So what we wanna be careful for here is that we're not letting our shoulders do the work, that we're letting our elbows bend, kick back, and then pressing up. You should feel this in your tricep muscle, which is just on the back of your arm. And we're going for 10 reps for this one. We're going to our last exercise for this first round, a high plank. So you've probably done a low plank before on your forearms, but for this one, we're gonna get into our push-up position and hold for 20 seconds. So we're getting shoulders over top of our hands and holding here, making sure our hips are locked in, that we're not letting our hips sag, and that our hips aren't up too high, that they are locked in tight. And we're holding for 20 seconds. If you don't feel like going from the floor, that's perfectly fine. Find the edge of a desk or a chair without wheels, countertop, anything. And once again, shoulders over your hands, and we're gonna squeeze our glutes, make sure our hips aren't sagging, we're not up too high, and we're locked in. After your 20-second count, make sure you count your own. Take a step forward, stand tall, shake out that first set, and we'll go into round 2. Okay, let's head back down for those push-ups. So quick refresher, you can go from the floor doing full push-ups, from your knees doing modified push-ups, from the wall or from the edge of the desk. I will demonstrate from the edge of your desk. Shoulders over our hands to start with. Feet away at an angle, squeezing our glutes hard, getting those hips locked in, and we're coming down, chest to the desk, and back up. Once you've done your 10 reps there, step forward, stand tall. We're gonna wait for everyone else around us to finish before we move on. After our push-ups are done, we're going into our TY combo. So let's get into that starting position by pushing our hips back. Nice flat back, so we don't want to see any rounding. Hips back, chest out, palms facing each other to start with, and let's go into those T's. Squeeze those shoulder blades, palms to your knees, up into your Y's. And we'll keep this going until we've done 10 of each. Feeling that upper back working for us, improving our posture. And remember, if your low back starts to fatigue, so right down back through by your hips, just stand tall, give it a break, shake it out. Then hips can go back, nice flat back once again, and then coming out for that combo. Once you've done 10 there, you are done with your TYs, and we will head into our bench dips again. So a quick refresher on getting set up for this. Find the edge of a desk or a countertop or a chair without wheels, anything that's sturdy. We're gonna get our fingers forward off the object, bring our feet away a little bit, bend in the knee, and we're gonna bend at the elbows, letting our hips go down to the floor, and then pressing up. Letting our weight go through the heels of our feet and the heels of our hands until we've done 10 reps. And we're feeling those triceps working. Those are the muscles on the back of our arms. And once you've done 10, stand tall, and we'll go into that last exercise for our strength portion. So we're doing our high plank. So if you want to come down onto the floor or onto the edge of your desk, you're just getting your shoulders over top of your hands, getting those hips locked in, make sure they're not sagging. Coming up here, we're gonna hold for 20. Once again, you can do this from the edge of your desk. Still wanna have that nice line. So we wanna see shoulders over our hands, then we wanna see a good line down all the way to our heels. We're holding here, squeezing our hips, and you should feel that core working all throughout here. And once you've held for 20, step forward. Hard part is over, strength is done. We'll do a quick stretch, and then you are finished. We're gonna start by bringing one arm across. We're gonna pull in at the elbow and hold there. You should feel this through your back and through your arm. And just let that straight arm go nice and relaxed. Good, release there. Coming across to the other side. So if you're doing this at home or by yourself, you're gonna hold anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds, depending on how tight the muscle is for you. And you can let that go. Next up is a tricep stretch. We're gonna take one arm straight up, hand goes behind our head, and then we're gonna pull that elbow down towards our hips. You should feel that through the back of your arm. Good. After about 10 to 20 seconds, we're releasing, getting that other arm behind the head, and then pulling once again, elbow down to our hips. This is great for shoulder mobility if you have any issues there. If you can only get to here, that's totally fine. We're just gonna work on it every week and every day. The more you do it, the better you're gonna get. And you release that there. Next up is a chest stretch. So we're gonna get our elbow on the wall in line with our shoulder, and our hand's gonna go flat. So we're placing here, and then I want you to rotate away until you feel that big stretch through your chest muscles up by your armpits and under your collarbone. We're gonna hold there. Try to not lean into the wall too much. Just a nice gentle stretch. Breathing deep as we do this. And after about 10 to 20 seconds, you can release that, and we'll come to the other side. So once again, elbow's gonna go in line with our shoulder, hand is flat on the wall, and we're rotating away, big stretch through the chest, and hold and breathe. Okay, those muscles all loosened up from our workout. And we can release there. Now we are going to do a little bit of leg stretching just because as we sit at our desk all day, we're all crunched up here. So we're going to stretch out our quadricep muscle through here. You can hold onto a wall or a desk, and we're going to grab onto our ankle at the back. You can also grab onto your pant leg or the back of your shoe, anything that helps you keep your ankle up there. And we want to make sure that our knee's not way out to the side, and we're locking that knee in tight beside our body. We're going to hold there, and you should feel that big stretch up through the front of your leg. And once you've held for about 10 to 20 seconds, let's do the other side. So letting that go. And once again, grabbing onto your pant leg, your ankle, your foot, back of your shoe, anything that works. As long as your foot is up by your hips, you're golden. So hold there, get that knee locked in beside the other one. And once again, feeling that big stretch through the front of our leg. And we're almost done here. You can let that go. The last one we're going to do is a hip flexor stretch. So to do this, we get one foot in front of the other. We want both of our toes facing in the same direction. So we don't want that back foot open at all. So getting both of those feet facing the same direction. Back heel is going to stay on the ground. This leg is going to stay straight. We're going to squeeze our glutes. So to do this, you're going to think about pulling your hip bones up to your ribs, so almost like you're crunching your body in on itself. And then we're going to bend into that front leg, holding that tension, and you should feel a big stretch through your hip flexor on the back leg. If you want an even deeper one, hands up in the sky, hold there. Try to keep that tension going. And once you've gotten a good stretch there, pressing back, and we're going to switch to the opposite side. Taking that other leg forward. Once again, check those feet. They face in the same direction. Great. Leg is locked out at the back. Feel that tension through your hips. Hip bones up to our ribs, and we're rocking forward. Big stretch through that back hip flexor. And if you want to, hands up in the air. We're gonna hold here to the last stretch of the day. We're gonna make it a good one. Excellent. And we can go feet together. Shake that out. Nice work. I'll see you again tomorrow.